Hello students, welcome to part 3 of session 7, unit 2. Okay, so this session is about online transactions. Okay, so this in this part we are going to study about how we can perform online transactions by using Flipkart. Okay, so Flipkart, we all of know Flipkart is an online shopping site. So here we will study how we can perform online transactions using Flipkart. Okay, so as we all know, there are a number of web portals which provide online shopping. We can use any of them for doing online shopping. Almost all the online shopping portals support common features with a little difference. Little difference means was there is a very little difference between the facilities offered by the different online portals. Like for example, if you go to flipkart.com or if you go to amazon.com, if you go to Jabong, Shopclose or Myntra or any other type of online shopping site, you will see that the basic functionality and the basic features which are provided on those websites are almost common. Okay, the basic functionalities, the basic facilities which are provided there, they are common in all the types of online shopping websites. Only there is a difference between the interface means the way in which they are presenting the items to the customers. Okay, in that in the interface there will be a very slight difference, and that in addition to that, the difference will be in the range of the products and the type of products which they are offering to the customers. Okay, so these are the little differences which are there in the websites. Okay, apart from that, most of the features and facilities are the same in all the types of different online shopping websites. Okay, so in this session we will use Flipkart as an example to demonstrate how we can use how we can do online shopping on a shopping site. Okay, first of all, let us understand what is Flipkart. Flipkart is an online store where you can purchase a variety of electronic goods like books, ebooks, movies, daily personal needs, personal care, beauty care, cameras, laptops, mobile phones, printers, other accessories, home appliances, footwears, clothing, music, mp3 download. You can see these are the items which we are using in our everyday life. Okay, these are very commonly used items. So you can say that almost all the commonly used items in our life, we can easily find it on Flipkart. Flipkart is having a very wide variety and range of products. Okay, the type of products are given here. Even movie posters, watches, bags, wallets, electronic appliances, gaming, sports and fitness, all types of equipments and items you can buy on Flipkart. Okay, all under one roof, which means we can get all these products on one single website. Okay, more and more offers and discounts are also being offered to attract the customers, along with free home delivery for the purchase of goods above a certain amount. So if you purchase goods above a certain amount, okay, then what will happen? Flipkart will offer to deliver your goods without any charge. Flipkart will offer to deliver your goods at your doorstep. Flipkart will offer to do home delivery of your goods without any extra shipping charge. Okay, the delivery will be absolutely free if you are buying the products above a certain amount. Okay, if the total amount of your goods is above a certain amount, then Flipkart will offer free home delivery for all the goods. Okay, then it is also this feature is also another plus point of Flipkart. Okay, Flipkart accepts all types of electronic payment modes including credit card, debit card, net banking, e-gift vouchers, EMI and cash on delivery. So you can also be asked in your examinations, what are the different electronic payment options supported by the online websites. Okay, in examination it may be asked about Flipkart, or it may also be asked about general websites also. Examiner may ask you a question that tell me what are the different electronic payment modes supported by the online shopping website. So what you will write, you can mention all these types of electronic payment modes there. Okay, including credit card, debit card, net banking, e-gift vouchers also there. EMI means yeah, EMIs are also there. Okay, then cash on delivery are also there. Okay, EMI stands for easy monthly installment. Okay, easy monthly installments are a type of payment feature which are very useful for those people who don't have the money to buy a single product, buy a product in a single step. Single step means what? They don't have the total MRP of any product. They don't have the money to buy the product in one go. Okay, so what they will do? They will choose the option of EMI to pay monthly installments for the product. EMI stands for easy monthly installments. So what you can do by choosing the EMI option, we can buy the goods very easily by just paying the money in parts by easy monthly installments. You can, as per your affordability, as per your budget, you can choose the EMI option and you can pay the money in easy installments which are on a monthly basis. Okay, and these are the various payment options. Cash on delivery, all of us know. If you don't want to do any digital payment, then we can also choose the option of cash on delivery. Okay, then what are the steps for shopping on Flipkart? first of all you have to open a browser. Then what you will do, you will type the URL of the Flipkart, which is www.flipkart.com in the URL bar to open the login page. You can see the login page is there. What is login page used for? It is very obvious. It is used for logging into the website. So what is, how we can log in? See, in the place of username we can enter either our email ID which is registered with the website of Flipkart, or we can, what we can do, we can also enter the mobile number. Okay, and then you will enter the password, and then we will click on the login button. Okay, then what will happen when you enter the email ID or mobile number and then click use enter the password also, then what will happen, if your login details are correct, then your home page will be opened. When you click on the login button, your login details are verified, and then the home page will be opened. Okay, you can see the home page is this like this. Okay, it is shown. It is very common home page. If you whenever you open the Flipkart website, we will see this home page. This home page is having options for different types of categories of items. You can see in the at the top section, you can see different categories of items are mentioned. Okay, like you can see here for different furniture, also different different categories mentioned here. For baby and kids also different category is there. So like you can see here, the products on the website are organized into different categories. Okay, like electronics is one category, TV and appliances are another category. Okay, books are another category. Okay, like so in similar manner, all the different items are organized into categories. So if you want to purchase any type of item, you can choose, you can click on that category, and then you can choose your item from the different options that will appear from that category. Or what you can do, you can directly type in the search box also. Okay, these are two options using which you can search for your item. Okay, you can, if you want the name of a product directly, if you know the name of a product, then what you can do, you can also type the name of the product directly in the search box also. Okay, the search box is shown here in the top section of the website. Okay, so here again, this is the deals of the day section. The deals of the day sections are showing the offers on some selected products on for that day. See, actually what happens, Flipkart offers some product, Flipkart has some special offers on some selected products for each day. Okay, each day what happens, every single day it will offer some special offers on the products, and those deals for those offers are categorized as deals of the day. You can see in the deals of the day section those products which are having some special offers. Okay, so this is the Flipkart home page. Okay, after this what you will do, you will click on the pop-up tabs or select a category and search that. This again is repeating the same thing which I have told you. For how will you search for any option for any item, either you can click on the pop-up tabs which will appear on the website, or you can select a category and search the item or product which you want to buy. Or the second option is what, type on we can directly type the product name in the search box which you want to buy. Okay, you can either search it in a category, or you can type the name directly also. Then what will happen, select or click on a product and follow its key features and terms and conditions. So what you will do, you will select or click on a product, and then you have to follow the key features. Key features means what are the key features of the product. Okay, and then there are some terms and conditions also. Okay, for every product, like in how many times the product will be delivered, what is the shipping charges for the product. Okay, for which what is the replacement time for that product, because every type of product is having a separate replacement time. Replacement time is not the same for every type of product. Okay, it may be same for some type of products, but for other type of product it may be different also. Like this replacement time is one such condition which is there for every product. Apart from this also, there are many other terms and conditions which should be viewed before buying any product on the website. Okay, now after you have seen all the terms and conditions, you have seen the features, then what you will do, once you have make up your mind to buy the product, you will click on the buy now button. So once you click on the buy now button, then what will happen, you will be told to check or verify the order summary. Order summary will show what is the total amount of your order, what is the total amount which you have to pay for buying the products. Okay, what is the list of items which you are buying, what is the amount that you are paying, and then what you will do, after you have checked or verified the order summary, you will then click on the continue button. Okay, when you click on the continue button, then what will happen, then that page will be displayed where you will be asked to check your existing delivery address. What is existing delivery address? Whenever we create our account on the Flipkart website by registering, whenever we want to register on the website, then what will happen, after the website asks for our details, like our personal details like your name, mobile number, father's name and email address and so on. After then also it will ask for one more detail. Which detail? It will be your delivery address. So delivery address is that address at which you want to deliver our product, actually at which we want Flipkart to deliver the product, at which we want to receive the product. Okay, the delivery address is that address at which you want to receive the product which you are buying on the website. So this delivery address you can also change also if you want. Okay, like if you want to give any your friend's address, that you can give. If you want to give your official address also, that also you can give. So you can also change your delivery address as per your choice also. Okay, then what you will do, you will select the payment option and choose a payment method as shown in this figure. See, this figure is, for in this figure, what you have to, first of all, you have to select the one payment option from the options given in the page. Okay, the different options are given, like credit, debit, or ATM card is there. Then you can also use phone pay or Bheem UPI or Paytm or other things also you can use. Okay, then what you can do, you can use other options for using the net banking. Okay, then EMI means easy, in easy monthly installments you can also pay. Okay, then you can also use the cash on delivery also for making payments on the website. These are different payment options which you can have. Okay, then what you have to do, once you choose one payment option, then what you will do, you will have to fill the details for the payment option. Okay, if you are selecting any electronic payment mode, you have to be very careful while filling the details. Like for example, if you are filling your card details, then you have to be very careful while filling the card details. If you make any mistake in any of the card details, then what will happen, your payment will not be, your transaction will not be completed successfully, your payment will show an error. Okay, that is why while filling the details of your card or for your e-banking password or any other details of any other mode of, for like for example, if you are using phone pay, then what you will ask to pay, what you will ask to enter, you will be asked to enter your UPI password. Okay, UPI pin, UPI pin or password you will ask to enter in there. Okay, so every payment mode has some information which is very sensitive and it has to be entered very carefully. Okay, otherwise your payment will not be successful. So you have to keep this in mind while entering the information. Select on a payment mode, then what you will do, you have to select on a payment option and other details, then click on the pay button. After you have filled the details, you have to click on the pay button. Okay, then after, what you will do, if you have selected any of the electronic payment method, then what will happen, you have to wait for the OTP, which is the one-time password. This one-time password is used for authenticating your payment. Authenticating your payment means what? It is used for verifying that the person who is entering the details is none other than you yourself. Okay, it is used for authenticating that no person which has no person who is using your identity unauthorizedly, means what? Like for example, if somebody has stolen your card, okay, then what he can do, he can easily enter your card details and try to buy any product. Okay, so how will you stop him, that person? So for stopping your card from unauthorized usage, what is there? This OTP is a feature which is being used these days to provide additional security. So what is this, where will this OTP be sent? This one time password is always sent to the registered mobile number which is registered with your bank. Okay, whatever the mobile number you have registered with your bank account in your bank, that to that number this OTP will be sent. Okay, and then the user, after the user has entered the payment details, he will have to, and if you have chosen the electronic payment method, then this OTP you have to also wait for the OTP. After it has been received on a mobile number, you have to enter the OTP also on the page. Okay, after you have correctly entered the OTP which is received from the bank, now what will happen, when you have entered the OTP, then the bank will now authorize the transaction. Okay, the bank authorizes transaction, that whether the person who is doing the transaction is the actual owner of the card or not. Okay, whether any person is a fraud or not. Okay, because sometimes frauds are also trying to steal the information. They may steal your card information, they may use that information to buy or purchase or do any transaction online also. Okay, so to stop these people, bank always authorizes the transaction by using the one-time password or the OTP. Okay, now what you will get, after you enter the OTP correctly, you will get a confirmation message from both the bank and the retailer for a successful transaction. Okay, you will get the confirmation message from both the parties. From the bank, you will get the message that the amount which you have paid has been debited from your account, and from the retailer you will get a message that the payment has been received and your amounts will be delivered to you very shortly. Okay, so in this way you will get a confirmation message from both the parties, and this way you can successfully carry out the transactions on Flipkart or any other website in a very similar manner. Okay, so now we will end this video here. Okay, in the next video we will start with a new topic which is online transaction for e-reservation. Till then, thank you.